right one.
Crazy girls, it's going down.
It's a jolly morning. Would you like to try our peacemango pie with a side of a weekly Miles Edgeworth kissing appointment? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started.
That's right, Ace
Ace Attorney TV. Yeah, hey everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing good today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. KK, thank you so much for being first. Enjoy your Uber ride. Please tell Allegra that I miss her and that I want to see her. When was it that did I see her last year or this year? I don't even remember, but we had dinner and it was really yummy and I want to see her again. So I hope you guys have fun at the convention. Take care at the anime. Let me know if you guys see any big beefy boys so that you can rub it in my face. CB, thank you so much for stopping by. Good morning to you. Gemini, hiya, hey, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Leon, good morning to you. Hello. Helpa, welcome in. Hello. And Robbie, thank you so much for stopping by. Stacy Girls, it is going down at the Ace Attorney TV. But I hope you guys are all doing good. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I am not tired. I got some good rest. If anything, I woke up and maybe it's something about like the end of the year season, right? Like I'm already in Mariah Carey mode. It's time. I still have the soundbite. Wait, I still have it on my board.
It's time!
Did you guys know? I posted this on the Discord, but last night, my Monster Hunter VOD got DMCA'd. Well, not DMCA'd, but it got muted when I was singing All I Want for Christmas Is You, so Mariah's actually after me right now. I don't know if that's like a testament to my singing, or like, she just has a grip hold on all of Christmas, but either way. Now, the French language and Christmas are banned on the stream, apparently. There have been beefy boys galore. You got an Ito mousepad? Ooh, did you get it from Ruby? Who did you get it from? Is it kind of like not full? It's not like a full breast. It's like a little bit of a bump. It's a little bit flatter and more like pecky. If it is, then I think I know who made it. But yeah, happy Saturday morning. We're here. It's been like what, 3 weeks? It's been a while since we last played, but we are back with Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. We're going to be finishing up the second case, and depending on how much time we have, maybe we'll start the third one. I'm not too sure, but I do have some plans because tonight we are going to be playing Monster Hunter with Reisna. I said I wasn't going to stream it, but I might actually try streaming it just because I want to see. I haven't tried the PC version of Monster Hunter yet, and I want to see how awful my computer runs if I play it on PC and try to stream it, because I realize that if I play on PS5, I have to pay for PlayStation Plus, and I don't really want to do that. So, anyways, I hope you guys are all taking care. If you guys want to answer today's check-in question, my question for you guys is, have you guys ever gone on a flight? If you have, what was your experience like? I've flown to Japan 3 times now, and I've flown to San Francisco. And I've never had a bad flight experience, but in general, I think a lot of airplane seats for regular cheapy people, they're kind of small, so like, and I'm someone that fidgets a lot and just moves around and likes to like ADHD, you know? So I try to like get up. I famously told this story where on my flight back from Japan last time this year, I went to the bathroom and just sat at the toilet for like 20 minutes because I could not stand sitting in the flight seats. But like, I usually don't fall asleep on flights. I usually like have like my Switch with me or my phone, and I try to play games. I have gone through turbulence, which was annoying, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. And I typically don't get too scared of being in flights or things like that, but yeah, it kind of just feels like being on like an Airbus to me. I'll check when I get home. They had a ton of Beefy Boy merch, and I don't know if it's intentional, but your Jollibee speaker is still... Oh my god! Thank you!
I'm not smart. I'm not smart. Could you not understand anything I was saying for the past, like, 5 minutes? Anyways, welcome in, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing good. If you need me to repeat anything, let me know. But either way, it's morning time. We got a case on our hands. Let's finish this up. March 12th, 2:52 p.m. Flight G390, lower deck, cargo hold.
Oh, wow! So this is the cargo hold, huh? It's so big!
Fully understood it, but I did love the ASMR Jollibee worker yaps while the line is stalled. That actually happened to me today. I went to Jollibee this morning and they made me, you know, like sometimes when you go to a drive-thru and like they're just not ready for the day yet. So they're like, can you like pull up to the stop sign? So I had to push up to the stop sign and like I sat there for like a good 10 minutes just by myself. You've been on many flights. I was Delta Gold. Wait, what? You were Delta Gold before the age of 10 because we fly... Oh, you would go to Philippines. Okay, and Thailand for the summers. But I'm always out like a light when we take off till the snack cart comes by. I'm so jealous. I've never had the fortune of being able to fall asleep on a flight. So that really sucks when like I go to Japan and it's like an 11-hour flight. Good morning, May. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well today.
This plane is a special model. It is both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating.
So this is the real scene of the murder.
There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir.
Lower deck cargo hold. Man, speaking of Allegra, I remember when we got dinner, she was like, I really want to voice Francisca von Karma. I wonder if I can bring her on the next time we have a Francisca case or something.
You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And then you immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder.
Yes, I was.
I've been
Following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Ooh! Are we gonna meet? Are we gonna meet him? Are we gonna meet him? Oh my god! I'm not ready! I'm not ready!
Interpol is involved?
It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. Let's show her our badge. There's something much more urgent that we should be dealing with right now. Don't waste my time or yours. Welcome in, Yasmin. Hope you're doing well today. I'm so excited! I'm so excited!
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair! These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company's planning to dispose of after this flight is over. Oh, this paint job's really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy! Oh? Why not purchase one then? I'm sure it'll bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? I think I'll pass. And Miss Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments? Have you noticed anything strange happening around here?
No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing.
I'm not sure that he meant to sound so obvious. Hey, what's with that suitcase, pal?
It's what the victim checked in, sir.
So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we take a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file. And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. Looks like there's a profile in Francisca. Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her?
I've got it.
Bing bong! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are forming a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remains of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit easy to draw that conclusion. However, I believe the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon.
Highly flammable?
All sorts of boxes are piled up here.
Question. Maybe I'm just not smart, but would you want to put all the flammable things together, or would you not want them, like, separated? Well, I guess, like, because if it's all flammable, then, like, you'll have a giant explosion, right? But then if they're, like, all separated, then you have, like, a larger spread explosion, huh?
This one says flammable, and this one says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. It sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By that adorable look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story.
Look at Gummy's face! He looks so happy! I love him so much!
But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
No, now he looks sad! Gummy! Look at their height difference!
Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move. Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here.
Welcome in, Ash Frost. Good morning to you. Is today your birthday? Oh my goodness. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birth. Oh, here, let me do it in Edward's voice.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ash Frost. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday! Woohoo! Hope you're doing well today and hope you have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. Notice anything? This cargo hold's really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Whoa! Stuff's falling on me! I can't really get into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get this show on the road. So, which item you want to start on?
In this world, there are those who are masochistic and there are gumshoe. You got Mario Party? Hell yeah, I really want to play Mario Party soon.
So that flight attendant, Rhoda Tenero, she's the killer, isn't she?
Oh, the killer.
I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there certainly is a great number of things pointing us in that direction.
You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase?
Yes, however, in regards to the keycard being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about it. Did Edgeworth just call Gumshoe a masochist? I think he called him a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was actually Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. Welcome in, Misaki. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he'd landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have a pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage.
Welcome in, Snowy. How are you doing today?
Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow!
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. You're very sweet, Snowy. Can we give Snowy a warm welcome for being new here in the chat? Not sure if someone made the joke that Francisca's favorite song is S&M from Rihanna.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then...
The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases, and...
They entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell off his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was shmoney scattered all over the elevator floor.
I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can't be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you?
I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Hold it! That might be true, but then, it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain.
Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there.
I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well. And what about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal?
Huh! I thought you might ask about her.
Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero.
Objection!
It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father?
Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet! You're a disgrace! There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon? The Captain Hugo piggy bank?
Yes! She's the only person with the key to open the display case.
Hold it!
That is a fake.
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth! You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it is a fake, then what is the real murder weapon? And where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched this entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. It should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon.
The body? The piggy bank? What's inside the piggy bank?
We should examine the bank itself once more to determine if it is the real murder weapon. If this is the real weapon, it should be damaged or perhaps have a dent on it somewhere.
We've looked into that already and there's no sign of anything on it. But we can't discount it as the murder weapon on that fact alone. The piggy bank is, after all, made of a stronger material than human flesh.
I knew it. It was the body we have to examine. Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes. We don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment while you've yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
Scruffy!
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once! I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
Yes, sir. We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, Detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report! Now!
The dog said it was one giant bruise from a beating to his shoulder down from his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area?
One would think that that would be checked by now. One would think, but it's Ace Attorney, so you know.
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. It
The killer.
went all out and hit it multiple times, sir.
Uh-oh. Scruffy! What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, it means that my Pro Controller's gonna die. Oh, my controllers are dying!
Well, that's, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective?
Since Fran has nicknames for people, what would her nickname for Korean would be? She has a nickname for Korean people?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless.
Yo!
Sir, I told you already. You can't go down there. Damn autocorrect. Your autocorrect still spelled my name wrong. It's Kieran.
No, remove yourself from my way. What is all that racket?
Oh. My luggage! My cargo! They're mine, and I demand you return them to me!
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there's no choice.
Finally, I think he gave... Hey! What are you...
You've left me no choice but to use strong force!
You won't get past me! This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about.
Further, there's that other matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
The dog said it's one giant bruise from a beating from the shoulder down to his mid-back.
No! Oh no, 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 wait, 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 oh no! Oh, I'm flopping, I'm flopping, I'm flopping! Wait, let me go back, let me go back, let me go back, let me go back. You can do it, thank you. I'm trying my best. Oh, thank God the autosave brings me here. Let me save, let me save. This is so funny. The police puffed their chest to stop him. They gave me these 3 things, but... Welcome in, Kite. Hiya, hey, hey. I'm trying to save my game. I can't. I don't even remember what I did. Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. Eureka! If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps just because it's something we've all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Francisca!
What? What do you want?
I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon.
You did?
He really jumped! We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us until this whole time. Yeah, he might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sir.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. Welcome in, Juan. Hope you're doing well.
This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening to me at all, are you?
Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I figured out what was the real cause of his death.
There's only one thing on my mind. Dick. Gumshoe!
The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He
Fell to his death?
Yes, this is the only possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and back. The only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane!
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then... We're in trouble! We may have second death on our hands, sirs! Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal!
Quiet! Why are you screaming?
He's alive!
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell all over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Bourguignon pancake for sure, sir.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is the cargo box is still there! So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there.
As if there could be a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always there where it is now?
Oh, the photo.
Take that!
Take that! Doesn't this show sufficient probability to you?
Why are you asking me? Oh. I should have. How far back will I get sent back if I do this? It's not the photo? Let me see my game. Let me see my game. I can't save my game! Is it the suitcase?
Take that!
Take that!
No. Ooh. Oh my god, my neck cracked so good. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I'm looking up controllers for my PC even though I'm playing on my Switch right now. He looks so smug, so smarmy. I'm still sad that the Ace Attorney Investigations Boba event is already done. I wanted to get more. How is it not this photo? Refueling? Oh god, this guy died at 28? That's my age. I can't imagine dying at my age. Ugh. What can I show her that it's possible the box is not always there where it is now?
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zhengfa!
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel.
Could you briefly describe how you feel about Miles Edgeworth? So, at first, I wasn't really attracted to him because I'm not really into smarmy tsundere men, and his haircut honestly really isn't my type. But then, I learned that the inner machinations of his mind are actually not an enigma. He's an overthinker, he's a dork, he might also have ADHD, he's very, 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 very gay, and also, he's just so, like, maybe let's ask Maymarin. Maymarin is the real Miles Edgeworth fan. Let's have Maymarin answer as to why they like Miles Edgeworth.
What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
You're more of a Phoenix fan? Oh. That makes two of us. No, but so Edgeworth is someone where you think you understand what kind of character he is, because in the first game, right, he's introduced as like the antagonist, and so like you're like, oh, he's like the mean prosecutor, and he's so like he's so stuck up his ass, and like he thinks he knows what he's doing, and blah 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 blah. But then throughout the games, you really learn that actually, you know, when you read inside of the character's thoughts and see how they process things, right? You understand why they act the way they do, right? I think it's also like similar to Francisca, because Francisca is someone who I didn't really like when I first met her, but understanding the way that she grew up, because they both were raised by a really awful person, right? You really understand that they're trying to like compensate to like prove their worth to society and whatnot. and you really see like that outward projecting of like everything that all the trauma they've had built up throughout their lives. But Edgeworth is just someone who I find really fascinating. I think still physically, he's not someone that I'm super attracted to besides like his rectangle wide frame, but like his character is really entertaining to me and I really like him a lot. Yeah, Edgeworth has a lot of gap moe. For those of you that don't know what gap moe is, it's like when a character is presented one way, but then their personality quirks are like completely opposite of what you would expect. So he looks like super stuck up, but then secretly he's like a huge like Power Rangers geek, and he really likes like tokusatsu shows with like, you know, people in like superhero costumes and whatnot.
Ah, it's labeled Jungfa Express. Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Jungfa. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe to Jungfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow me the chance to prove how very likely my scenario is.
Ooh, let me go.
My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Lower deck cargo hold.
Gummy! Seeing Gumshoe's sprite here makes me so happy. That's a dream, man. Ugh, Gumshoe's so dreamy.
If I may have a word with you, Francisca.
I don't think you have the time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. I think May told me that there was a group that made like a Francisca fan game. Maybe once I finish all Ace Attorney games, if it's really good, I might check it out.
If you spot anything off, come and tell me right away, okay, pal?
Roger, sir.
It's rather unusual for Gumshoe to be so directing. He must outrank this officer. If you run into any trouble, you just leave it up to me, okay?
Yes, sir. Watch out, Detective Gumshoe.
Go!
Scruffy, I think your ego's in need of some deflating.
I was following in your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates. Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinates.
Yeah, the updated sprites look so cute. Here, let me switch over, let me save, and I'll switch over to the DS version sprites so you guys can see what those look like. Bum bum ba-da-dum.
Bum ba dum bum 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 ba da dun 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 dun.
Wow, even the assets, like the luggage, is also using the DS version. You know what this art style almost looks like to me? Looks like Persona 2. No, but like, that guard doesn't look as handsome, puffing his chest up like that. The only thing is that the portraits are still hand-drawn and not like sprites. It does look like Persona 2, yeah. I was sitting on my legs and I have to like shift my body.
So Mr. Hicks was actually an Interpol agent. That is so cool! I can't believe he was from Interpol! The adventure, the glamour, and the miraculous big escape when you get caught by the enemy! Except in this case, there was no big escape. And no miracle.
I can't wait to meet him! I can't believe we get to meet him now!
You can ransom me in Virginia and all you want, but no still means no, sir.
What? You cheap man! You're only waiting for me to give you shmoney, yes? This guy's really
This guy's really pushy. I wonder if he really makes any sales that way. As long as I never have to face him in court, he can be as pushy as he wants. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must have been very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he was waiting for me to ask him about the rest of his story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
Wait, where do I go now then? What?
This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Ali Fred Statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is how we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Then let's get investigating, sir.
Look here! Do not go touching my possessions without my permission!
Ah! Don't rush up on me like that, pal! So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him.
Gumshoe's puppy eyes could get me to do anything. I would risk it all for him. I would risk it all.
I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc?
Of course it's mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe! This Ali Fred statue's worth 10 million cents! No, maybe much more!
Wait, how much is 10 million cents? 10 million cents to dollars. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. $100,000.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Darn! How'd you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year.
That's called being married.
And though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression that he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, is there a chance that your cargo may be related to our murder case? I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no! There will be no touching!
Oh, is it drugs? Oh no. That's not good. Drugs are bad. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Uh-oh. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things!
Oh boy. If only there was a quirky beefy boy with a wide rectangular frame who could say sweet nothings into my ear. I really wish a burgundy suit wearing detective could give me some uppies. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't know you were here. Also, how do you say, that's right? Ace Attorney TV. Kieran 97 Peepo.
The way that you had to add the commas to make it pause like that. That's right! Ace Attorney TV! Oh my god, thank you for the pity. That was really funny. What was I gonna say? The uppies? Where is that coming from? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't know you were here. Also, every time I see How Do You Say, I think of Cezanne Marguerite from Most Popular Girls in School, because she'd always be like, what is, how do you say? Québécois?
Cezanne Marguerite, you're French! What do you mean you don't know Québécois? I have the certification of my cargo right here!
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Ziegler-Blanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say?
It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe!
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Are we just gonna trust what the potential smuggler is saying as the interpretation? Because, like, I think we need to have, like, an impartial third party.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see that I'm right.
This... I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the olive red? It gives off such a feeling of art! I can practically smell it!
This statue has a high amount of historical value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to the country to exhibit it.
I believe a closer look is warranted here.
Show me the hot man. I want to see him. You can't hide him from me forever.
So this is the infamous olive red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? You find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it more in detail. So this is the olive red statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. No wonder this thing is worth 10 million cents. Look at how it sparkles, sir.
I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe more along the lines of dully shiny. That's what I was thinking too. It's not red. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem?
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house.
Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible that this statue is a fake? Oh my god! Yes, it is! It is! It is! It is! It is! It is! Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir.
Oh, the memories.
I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill.
I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo?
Huh? Ah! Sir, they're red!
As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Don't you know I'm a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The olive red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is it? Sympathy? For what?
Oh, you'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has a very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. Ooh. Yummy. He said he likes your eyes.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe.
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. And I will present you evidence that will resolve this remaining contradiction after I save my game. So this olive red is a fake.
That art dealer isn't looking too happy about it either, sir.
I'll get to the bottom of this for his sake as well as mine. Oh, we can examine it. The jewels in the eye sockets. They were made to look like real gems.
So you mean these aren't real?
Do you really think the forgers would waste that kind of shmoney on a replica?
I guess not. Ooh, I just got a really great idea. I can probably find some rocks down by the river, and I can polish them up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie.
I wonder if he's serious. And I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. You stop him! Right now, stop him! Ooh. Ooh. This music is so funny. This music sounds like a cyber chase sort of deal. Hmm? Am I not seeing anything? I don't see anything. Okay. Hmm. Travel wallet? No. I don't know what to deduce. The face? There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. I will present you some evidence that will resolve this remaining contradiction. Oh, no. No jumping to conclusions, honey. How are we supposed to know that this was made in Zhengfa? Is it just the eyes? No, we already did the eyes though. I'm like trying to press A everywhere just to see if I get a hit. What? There's like no secret hatch. The secret compartment of my secret box, revealing an embarrassing snapshot of right at the Christmas party. Oh, that would be a really funny commission idea if I commissioned like an embarrassing snapshot at a Christmas party, and then that's like the reveal of like a Christmas stream for when we have our picnic potluck. I actually don't really know. Does anyone have any hints they want to give? Is this a Mandela effect? I remember them showing the embarrassing picture. No, they never showed the picture. Look down. Oh, thank you.
What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense, ho ho.
You! What did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone! It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it!
Thank you. Okay, no more hints.
Eureka! There's clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under a piece of cargo. That's not possible!
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa, there's no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa!
But what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of a flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of the smuggling activity aboard this flight!
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks would have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
This is what a superstar looks like.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move this statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now!
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on. After moving the olive red statue out of the way, we tested the area under which with luminol, and there was a reaction! I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all that blood?
I can't save my game. Oh, the cloth.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had needed to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa.
Yes, because otherwise, the cargo crew would have been discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa? There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect.
Oh, let me read the testimonies. It's Cammy Meal!
Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service recalls, but... That totally contradicts the facts, sir!
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself.
Oh, to be continued! Confrontation! Does that mean we know who the killer is? I can't believe Brittany did it! You found me. We found her!
You found me.
March 12th. Oh,
March 12th, 3:35 p.m. Flight D390, lower deck, cargo, hold.
Give me 1 second.
Miss Meal.
Uh,
Miss Meal!
huh?
Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhengfa.
Huh?
You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhengfa.
Oh.
Miss Cammy Meal!
Maybe I didn't see what I thought I said. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did.
No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal.
But I make kind of boo-boo all the time.
This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction.
Very well. Miss Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. where the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth?
Why does it look like it's like a wig on a rack and not like actually her hair on her head?
You found me. From 3 to 4, I was, shopping in the flight attendant's room, all about my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
How's a man supposed to react to a testimony like that?
Oh my god, an impression of an impression of an impression.
You found me. Let's go shopping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, my favorite TikTok of hers is the this is me 1 week after listening to Britney Spears. All you people look at me like I'm your little girl.
This is me 1 month after listening to Britney Spears. All you people look at me like I'm your little girl. This is my voice 1 year after listening to Britney Spears. You found me. All you people look at me like I'm your little girl. This is my voice 10 years after listening to Britney Spears.
And then she like starts knee clapping and then it sounds like gunshots.
She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her.
I love that some people will not know what the hell I'm talking about, so I just sound insane.
Hold it!
Miss Meal, wake up!
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant!
Why ask me to wake her up when you can finally put the whip to an appropriate use?
From 34, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
Oh, my sister's here. Let me go say hi to her really fast. I'm gonna BRB for a bit, actually. Sorry, while we do the cross-examination, I'm gonna be back for a bit, okay? All right, we're back. Sorry, my sister stopped by and she brought our dog over, so I wanted to say hi before she left. But anyways. Thank you for the care package, CV. Everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you. You found me. Let's go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Let's roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me. Man, I wonder if I can show you guys that Britney Spears TikToks. You guys can know what I'm talking about. But also, I feel like I might get in trouble if I try using it. What if Britney DMCA's me, you know?
Hold it!
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge.
Why would you get in trouble? I'm like kind of hesitant now because I got DMCA'd for last night singing All I Want for Christmas Is You. Is there No, it's because if I got my VOD muted for singing All I Want for Christmas Is You with my voice, that girl actually can sound like Britney Spears. So if we put her TikTok on, then it might actually get muted again.
Between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff is run by Miss Rhoda.
Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time?
Yeah, no, like because it's not even just if you put the music on stream, right? Like I've learned from exporting a lot of VODs, like if I sing a melody to a song, I get like DMCA'd and it'll be like, you cannot monetize this video because you sang the melody of this song.
Eating, then having a most delicious dream.
You mean you were neglecting your duties?
No way. Sleep is part of our job too, you know. Oh, yeah.
Hold it!
Miss Meal, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up!
Up awake, up awake, up. Oh, yeah.
Ouch! What'd you whip me for, sir?
You should take it as a compliment. It means Mariah thinks you sing. I was like, is that a testament to my singing? Thank you, Mariah. I would never be mad at you for muting my VOD. Honestly, you own Christmas. You go make that million, your yearly millions. With an S.
Oh, what'd I miss?
A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead.
Really? Sorry about that.
You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony.
Hold it!
So you were alone the entire time, were you?
Yeah, no one even popped their head in to say hi.
Oh? Well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Miss Meal, there's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Take that!
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal.
Oh, he's bringing out the receipts.
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Miss Tenero brought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the time stamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenero!
Yes. Huh? Why is...
Oh, the killer!
Here. I thought you had her locked up by now.
I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Tenero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
See, but I don't get, like, first off, they are expensive, but also, like, who's buying luggage in the middle of a flight? Like, you got nothing to put in there.
Yes, I went down to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which, I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Meal!
The bathroom?
I'll be the one to ask the questions here.
Yeah, but maybe that's it. I probably just missed her.
Not her dissociating?
Nature calls, you know.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true.
But it is the truth. Cross my heart. Oh, yeah.
I can't do the,
Yeah.
it's so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys do it? The Britney,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out?
can I do vocal fry? No, the run, but,
Yeah.
but like with the vocal fry, yeah.
Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of this crew. But you think that maybe that you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? She's the one in charge of the elevator key card and the shop, you know?
Oh, shopping.
If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious.
Please leave Miss...
I'm eating Kieran, I'm sorry.
Please leave Miss Tenero out of this conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got her eye on Miss Rhoda.
Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I?
Never mind. But do you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of... Ooh. I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design.
Honey, I'm gonna hold your hand while I tell you this.
Move, I'm gay.
Now's not the time for this sort of talk!
Yes, Kieran. I can do a Britney Spears run.
I love that you tried putting the Britney speech style in like text. That's how it came out. It's almost like an ooh, like when you ooh woo words.
Hold it!
No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Miss Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies.
But say I wasn't a flight attendant, you wouldn't suspect me then, would you?
Yes, I suppose it's true enough.
Hold it!
She's already being detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgot it?
Oh, yes, I just forgot.
She forgot.
Cammy, Tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, I just can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer? Do you think I'm funny?
I do. I laughed reading that.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. I got lost in the game.
Miss Meal, what do you mean just now by no one else could have done it?
No one else can be Brittany, I'm sorry. That's like a one of a kind. You can try doing an impression, but it's never gonna be the thing.
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal?
I take care of the shopping and the attendance room.
That doesn't count!
Oh, but I spent so much time in there. Might as well be my responsibility.
Mr. Edgeworth, Cammie's very talented in languages.
He speaks Brittany.
So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Borginian. She's the only one on this flight who's fluent.
Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of?
What? What? Let's go shopping. Holy shit, fuck balls.
Why did you say so in the first place?
What else could I have meant?
Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian.
She's fluent in Borginian? Then I suspect you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian.
Is that what she said? Is that what she really said on Instagram?
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian.
Very interesting.
Hold it!
Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes.
Huh? But why?
While Miss Tenero's busy with the passengers and your other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime.
Brittany said, holy shit, fuck. Wait, I need to look this up. Britney Spears, holy shit, fuck balls.
Holy shit, fuck balls. Whoa, girl, fuck. Wow. Oh my god.
It's
Holy
the first
shit,
for
wow,
me.
fucking balls, eh? Yeah, holy shit, balls.
Oh my god. That's Britney Spears.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer.
But I do not honestly believe Miss Meal does any actual work aboard this flight.
Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well,
Hold it!
So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of, quote-unquote, some Borginian stuff?
I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian.
Cammie's the only member of this crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth.
Miss Meal, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork.
Yeah, see, I totally put all my weight around there.
So it would appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work. And... Miss Meal, it is very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else.
Is Borginian? No, Borginian is Animal Crossing language.
That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhodes is very sus.
Ooh, Miss Rhoda is very sus.
There you go, pushing everything onto her again.
I don't get what you're saying, but it must be a really abstract concept, huh?
The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside of your head.
Objection!
So, you're not the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while.
If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Meal! Without your participation, the smuggling of the Alif Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you.
Oh, I wouldn't. Wait, what's my Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It is exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. I think I'm doing pretty decent Jennifer Coolidge. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it?
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded on the plane properly. I have not heard Arya's impression, but Arya was really entertaining on the Pokeverty stream, so I need to hear it. So sorry about that.
It seems she's finally stopped shopping. This is gonna be one tough fight.
Is that the one? Yes. Suppose, and this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
Her name's Jennifer Coolidge. If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda's in the smuggling ring member? Ooh. Maybe Rhoda's the smuggling ring member. After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes.
So perhaps there's some element of a setup at play in this case.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant...
Of the killer!
First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero, who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our...
Of the killer!
is going to great lengths to put in this crime to anyone else that they can.
Wait, these gays, they're trying to kill me?
We have no proof that Rhoda's being set up, or that she isn't.
I need to hear that line now. Let me see if I can do that line. White Lotus. It's like an interview about this line. Just show me the line.
Please! These gays, they're trying to murder me. Her face during this scene! You're gay?
She looks like she's just having like a brain up, like she literally looks like this.
You've no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was trying to push all the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions!
Will it?
This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning!
Oh, is it the second suitcase?
Take that!
Take that! The killer could have hidden inside the body anywhere, and yet they chose this suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so?
Brittany Coolidge.
The only way all of these actions make sense is if
The killer!
had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail.
Yeah, they put the body inside the suitcase.
But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately,
The killer!
the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop and brought the piggy bank to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like
The killer!
had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did
The killer!
need to frame someone that badly anyway?
That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstance dictated the need for
The killer!
to frame someone? The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane, mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the pretty girls are AOA. And the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Tenero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Tenero or myself, but you, Miss Chamomile. Only you and you alone could be the killer.
And? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence.
You just got the pun? Yeah, Cammy Meal, because she's always sleepy.
Welcome in, Tookie. Hope you're doing good today.
Ooh, I need that stretch. I was not expecting an AOA. We've literally talked about AOA like this past week.
I can see the outline of how much the murders occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. Isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture.
They say the big picture and then you put the twerking. The cargo from Java!
Take that!
This piece of... oh.
Anyways. You found me. I miss Sister Bikini. Oh, she's the only other character I ever used Jennifer Coolidge on. Sister Bikini. So there was a case where they go to like this temple and like the priestess, like the nun that was working that temple was like an older woman that was trying to seem sexy and young, so she made her like Catholic name Sister Bikini.
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence.
I thought not.
But that's because it went missing, and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that? Oh, Robbie, Ace Attorney is so good. Ace Attorney is so funny. I almost choked on the ramen noodle. Sister Bikini is so hilarious. She's so... Wait, let me just show you a picture of, like, a scene of her. She's, like, in this photograph with, like, the other priestess that, like, works in the temple. And then, like, Sister Bikini's, like, trying to serve cunt. It's so hilarious. She's a diva. Look at her. Where's the HD? She's a diva. That's cunt. Anyways, that's Sister Bikini.
In the complex puzzle in this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me.
That's right!
But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to...
The killer!
Ha ha ha. Come on, get serious.
Huh?
If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well?
We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do.
Agent Hicks's phone! It's ringing from somewhere, sir! I hear it, Detective. Now where is it coming from?
Her showing titty is also so unserious. Nothing about this character is serious.
Miss Meal, wake up!
Sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child.
I'd better find that cell phone fast. It sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. We'd better hurry to the flight attendant's room, sir!
We're gonna leave them there alone? With the murderer?
March 12th, 4:12 p.m. Flight G390, first floor. Flight attendant's room. The ringing's coming up from somewhere in here, sir! Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Doesn't seem to be over here. Then let's look somewhere else, sir! The ringing's coming from in here, sir! What? No, it can't be! This has gotta be the victim's cell phone! Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenero's. What?!
March 12th, 4:28 p.m. Flight G390, lower deck cargo hold. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how'd it go? Where'd you find the phone?
I found it in the flight attendant's room. In Miss Tenero's locker.
What? But... Rhoda Tenero! I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away.
Objection!
Wait! I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. When
The killer!
went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the key card, all right. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer just did that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore.
What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Right then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone away from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
Ring, 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 ring. Hello? This is Mariah Carey calling. I just wanted to apologize for putting a DMCA notice on one of your VODs. Your voice sounded so indistinguishable from mine that I thought someone was straight up streaming my song. Thank you for supporting me every year. Happy Christmas. It's... What now, Miles
Edgeworth.
It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer.
What are you talking about? I was saying the thing. I was saying the line.
It's time!
We need to examine this phone in more detail. The LCD is broken.
That's not me. I wish that was me. I really wish that was me. The best I can do is, it's...
Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this.
The battery pocket.
This must be the switch that opens the phone.
Oh, this is how you know this is dated. This is a phone that has a keyboard. Thank you for the care package. Yes! Everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. We're gonna go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently. Let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me.
The LCD is broken. When did they start putting keyboards like these into cell phones?
Okay, boomer.
Hey, this is one of those computer cell phones that they started selling recently. Computer cell phones? Yeah, it's got a computer in it and it's a cell phone. Neat, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? All you need in a phone is the phone part. Nothing more.
Edgeworth is anti-technology.
I'm guessing yours can't even send out email. Talk about inconvenient. Do you have a problem with what I do and do not care for, detective? No, sir. As they say, simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight.
It's a BlackBerry.
It's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling?
Open the battery pocket. It's a Nokia. It's a Pokédex. This is the Pokédex from, the Hoenn region. Maybe the Sinnoh one, because it's dual screen. That's the phone I had in high school. I remember I was so against touchscreen keyboards, and I was like, a physical keyboard's the best. And then I realized I was an idiot. This supposed game takes place. This is not a game, it's a game in theory. This supposed game takes place in 2016 or something. What else am I looking for? Did I get what I was looking for? The battery pocket would be like here. I don't know what I think I just needed to know that it was a smartphone. Or in their case, a computer phone. Oh, well, now I'm stupid. Well, I looked at everything already. Damn it, maybe I shouldn't have jumped the gun.
Francisca, I need you to confirm something.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So much is happening. So I told you guys that my sister came over with her dog. So now there's like 2 dogs in our house right now, and they're just they're like getting a little bit play rough. So we had to just make sure everything is fine. Oh my God, Kiro Style, hi! Thank you for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah, no, they're well, they're not babies anymore, but they act like babies. Have I shown you guys them before? Here, let me show you. They're really, really cute. Let me pull up a picture of them. I thought you were just so shocked by Edward's untech-savvy comment. No. No, so here are my 2 dogs. So we have 3 dogs total. So one of them stays with us all the time, and the other stays with my sister. And the other one really does not like the first one. So we don't bring her over here. But so here are 2 of our dogs. The one on the left, his name is Oreo. He is a Cairn Terrier. And he's the oldest one. He's about, like, I want to say 7 or 8 now. And then the one on the left, the bigger dog, is actually the little brother. His name's Boba. He's like 3 years old. He's big baby, and super, yeah, they're super, super cute. Oreo and Boba. What do you think the third dog's name is? You guys want to take guesses? Matcha? That's close, but no. You're very close, but no. Straw? No, our third dog's name is Mochi. But anyways, they're all fine now. Sometimes they just like bark a lot, so like my parents get nervous, but I'm like, it's okay, they're just playing.
The cell phone. Can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about that kind of basic stuff, sir.
This looks like a very similar model to my own.
Francisca's, she's not an iPad baby. Francisca is an iPod Touch baby.
And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think that Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case. If so, I'd like to say that there are some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
I'll find a way, don't you worry about that.
May I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What? What do you mean by that, Francisca?
It looks like our killer is not very familiar with electronics. His phone still rang when I called it, meaning that the only screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Francisca, your phone, if you please.
Very well.
How do they know how to transfer?
It's transferring.
All right, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for a smuggling case.
Hey, the Olive Red's nowhere in this pic, sir.
She memorized the keys to get to the menu.
This has no meaning as a piece of evidence in the murder case, right?
Oh, she's right. There's not much we can find out about this Agent Hicks's killer, sir.
No, I get it.
Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use?
Girl, what are you talking about? Literally.
Would you find this section to be of interest?
Sorry, I can't stop myself from yawning.
Didn't you learn any manners when you were a child?
Sorry, but you were going on and on about some really uninteresting things.
I'll give Sleepyhead something to be interested in.
Oops. One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says... It is cloth in English.
Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer?
What? What is that scary face?
Miss Meal.
Yes.
It appears Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence, after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is!
Ha! Maybe you should enforce your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
The Borginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer!
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove?
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I finally have found my answer in this very photo.
Listen! My neurons are going at like 100 miles an hour right now. I'm quite on edge at the moment.
The cargo that was unloaded in Jungfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed the piece from the
Oh!
And this is where the killer grabbed the piece from the... And this is where the killer grabbed the piece from to clean the blood up with!
Quite on edge. Worth?
That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cammy Meal!
Hold it! Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or in Borginian.
Objection!
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscrimination nature. Indiscriminate nature.
What?
There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
Take that!
Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely, and bed sheets would look perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
Hold it! So what are you trying to say?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first!
However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know what the real scene of the crime was, this cargo hold.
What? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime, was this cargo hold. Okay.
So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, this Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Jungfa?
That's right. That's why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Camille! You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Jungfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within these boxes. So what do you say, Miss Mia? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Jungfa?
Was in Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble.
March 26th. Or what? March 12th, 5:26 p.m. Flight G390. First floor. Lounge.
JKLM. I was gonna do the next case, but I think I'm just gonna call it after this case.
We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. That was scary, sir.
She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden.
One thing is for sure, the ring behind the whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Edgeworth! I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant.
Do flight attendants make good money? Is she gonna be okay?
I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
That's...
I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh my god, does he use that ugly suitcase in future games?
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at Go You Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now, I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go.
And then we never saw her again.
I can't believe we wound out investigating the whole day, sir. But boy, it was fun! Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca? Oh, she's filing out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. March 12th, 5:47 p.m. Hope Springs Airport. Francisca.
I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time, however. It has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
You're Francisca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect.
Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing Piero living her life on the name and fame of her invincible father built.
True, your father, Manfred Von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds like a dangerous assignment.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I suppose you can.
Plus, there's another agent on this case of...
Oh, another agent.
Welcome in, Angora. He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why would we cross paths.
I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same.
I'm not following you.
Welcome in, Beyonce. You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back. In full. Bye, Diva.
And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all of your help and cooperation. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca?
My phone fell.
Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edgeworth speaking.
Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are?
What? Ah, haven't you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct?
Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been kidnapped.
Turnabout Airlines concluded. Woohoo! Ernest Amano, who we met. Have we? I don't remember that name. He's here! I want to see him so bad. I want to see him, but I think we're going to call it here for today because we can preview the beginning. We can preview the beginning of the episode, but nothing more. We'll watch the first cutscene and then we'll watch it again next week. But yeah, I would normally go on because I have time, but like I am going to do another stream tonight possibly because I have to test out Monster Hunter on PC. So I'm going to see how that goes, but let's go watch the first cutscene of this. Just so I can see if he shows up. Don't tell me if he does or not.
March 13th, 10:11 a.m. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. I'll make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off.
Oh.
Let's see. I checked that the shmoney is all there, safe inside this suitcase.
Take care, May. Have a good sleepy. Thank you for hanging out.
Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferring to my cell phone.
Oh my god.
I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all.
What? Welcome to Game Waterland!
Huh? Oh, thank you.
And a big hello to you! I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you! Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me?
A picture? Of you?
Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day.
Hello?
Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano!
Sounds like the kidnapper's using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth.
Are you a cop? No, I'm...
A prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom shmoney with me.
I see. In that case, bring the shmoney with you to the stadium.
So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time.
I left for a couple of minutes and come back to this Snorlax and Ozempic looking furry? No!
Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house. And just how long do you intend
To have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not.
I've arrived.
Go inside. Oh!
Huh? What a dismal place.
The voice plus the filter's so scary.
That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched?
From somewhere?
Leave the shmoney and go. Now. Wait, this is literally... Welcome to Trivia Murder Party.
I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives.
What is this? Oh my god! No!
Ah! It was a trap!
All right, now we have to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. No! Snorlax clown on Exempic looking dude, why? Oh, are you guys sad? Do you guys really want me to keep going? I don't know how much more I can keep going though. That's the thing, because I've got to go hang out with Reisna before we have our stream tonight. I will say though, I do have some time until I see Reisna. So what I'm gonna do actually is we're gonna call the stream for now. I'm possibly gonna be streaming later on tonight if you guys want to join for Monster Hunter. But if you guys would like to continue hanging out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my room for a little bit, and then afterwards I might go hang out on the voice channel of the Discord because I want to finish up my Pokédex, because everyone is bragging about their Pokédexes and their shiny Meloettas, and I need to get that diva. So if you guys want to hang out and join me and possibly help me out in completing my Pokédexes, please feel free to join on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Atelier Kieran. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link is available down there. Anyone is welcome to join as long as you guys are over the age of 18, but you guys need to be adults if you're watching my stream, or else. Thank you guys for joining me today. Sorry you've been too slow with her. I'm at the end of the stream anyway, so it's whatever. We're gonna go ahead and raid into Light right now, who's playing a Monster Hunter as well. If you guys like big beefy boys, he is in fact a big beefy boy, so make sure you give him some hiya hey heys, give him some blankies, all the good stuffs. And I will see you guys tonight or on the Discord while we do some Pokemon. But until then, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your Saturday and weekend, and I'll see you soon. And I love you guys so, so much. Okay, guys? On to Kieran! Bye-bye! Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye!